Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of ArchLords Envy, our Pathfinder playtest, 2nd edition. Gentlemen, just saying, cue the DM's dice drop. They can't all be gems, and every other cut phrase saying for t-shirt other than that one, Matt, will be said tonight. When after we left our Pathfinders, they were at a party. They were schmoozing. They were getting drunk enough to act like lampshades, even though none of them really were drinking. There's an old man dating an elfin. There's a whole bunch of stereotypes, racism, and a whole bunch of sexual preference jokes going around that we usually stray away from. Politics galore. This really is the sort of dumping ground of Rollmongers Network right now as we waddle our way, unprepared, unrefined, through 2nd edition playtest. But hey, at least we tried. And we're getting to the end. Marisol.
Yes.
Collecting the party.
Give him the eyes.
Arl's position in the center of the room. The golem's taking away the impaled footman. So once again, we have squeeze attention. You congregate with Old Man Arif, Master Arif, the cloistered cleric of Pharasma, with Adema, the blacksmith's son, wizard of no renown, Kane, the wandering sorcerer, Arctic elf ancestry, and inclined to, well, help his common fellow man because he just jumped right into a combat, threw around some big spells, interrogated a stranger, and now he's at a high society party. I mean, for a backpacking weekend, he's doing all right. Arl's the paladin of Imode. We don't know where he's from. You can't even look at him directly, the armor's so shiny. And Squee, the mighty goblin warrior who we've constantly played for. I don't think Joe has actually got a line in since the first time we played. We just kind of play his character for him, especially me. I do apologize. I'll leave it to you. What are you guys discussing? I believe you're sharing information, what we've learned? The little sausages on sticks are terrible. I know that. I can tell you that. There's no rolling your deep.
The hors d'oeuvres.
The hors d'oeuvres are terrible. Well, don't take the tray away. I'm still eating them.
So once everybody gathers around, Marisil's like, gentlemen, I heard the most interesting tidbit of information.
Go on.
The ArchLord Nagasi was heard bragging earlier in being in possession of the manual that we were charged to seek out.
The same Nagasi who runs the flesh war.
The same Nagasi who was allegedly hired by the sniper to assassinate us.
Do you remember her last name?
No.
Nagasi.
Intelligence check.
Sure. How smart is Marisil?
Actually, it wasn't Mersu who got the whole name. It was Squee.
Oh, God.
We're great.
Squee!
Wow.
My man, if there was ever a time for you to roll high.
Pony up.
Now is
Pony
the
up,
time. There we go. Oh my god. You don't want me to roll this.
Spins the chamber, puts a gun to his head.
Yeah. There it is. That's the other saying. Yeah, there's another one.
Oh!
Oh! Nailed it.
Squee does not remember.
Sure you do.
Nagasi sounds good.
No. It's Nagasi, the name of that place.
Works.
Disneyland.
The Flesh Forge?
Yeah, Nagasi Flesh Forge. just subliminally constantly driving
I'd
into the
tap
paladin's
that.
brain. Ekinus.
Sure.
That's right. Old Yeller agrees with me. So, that's my nice way of saying shut that dog up or I'll Because Yeller died at the end of the... Pets, sirens, because they're coming to arrest Jared Mercer, and other things. Just, these are the chances you take in a virtual podcast. It's not like we could mute our mics or anything. So, moving on. And that gesture, Mr. Witt, will never make it to video. Thank you very much. Big B or not. I don't care if you're friends with Big B. So, sorry. Pray continue your conversation, gentlemen.
So she perpetuates that she has the book.
Well, that's what I heard from the circus I was listening into. Did anybody else hear anything of note this evening that could back up these claims?
Well, I think all I've managed to understand is that the Kellish translation for that thing is skirt.
Pointing at the back of a large elfin man.
That dress?
Yeah, I was waiting for
Yes!
Frank to do a big rant about all the social gossip. Just tying it all in.
I would love to, but unfortunately I didn't think of that. I'm taken aback by the dress the man was wearing.
A man wearing a dress.
Says the old guy in a robe that looks like a dress. This is why I talk over my players, ladies and gentlemen, because I leave them alone for 30 seconds and they're all staring at me. Moo. Go on, roleplay. Go on. Lovey and I can't wait to hear what you say next. Now, all the partygoers are like eavesdropping on you. Go, there's a new circle of gossip, and they're all like, one's got a lampshade on his head, you know. And they're all like trying to look innocent, hanging in on every thought. Shh, be quiet, Stephen. We're listening.
Has anyone heard where this Nagasi may have been?
Well, I'm sure we could find out. They should be here somewhere.
Yes, Maricel, earlier on, someone said that she was actually here at this party now, and earlier this evening was bragging about having the book.
That's what I said.
So at least she was here earlier. If she's here now, or where she
could
went,
always ask around where she is.
you could.
Wait, I have a friend. Steve!
He picked me. Fuck you, Adam. Yes?
I've heard that Lady Nearsil is actually here in the building.
Lady who?
Nearsil? No, wait, she's here! No, my bad.
Nagasi.
Nagasi of the Flesh Crafters.
Oh, honey, you need another drink. I'm not even going to roll intelligence check. You're just so pretty there, Joey. Just confused.
I get this all the time.
Yep. Steve leads the paladin away past a crying Adam. Next, Kane, we've lost him for a bit. What do you got, Kane?
I guess I would go back to the group of people that I was talking to and ask them if they knew where Lady Nagasi had gone.
That's a good question. Why, yes, I believe I saw her fleeing to the garden, perhaps to prepare a whole bunch of combat spells. That's just a theory. I'm sure the GM has given her lots of time. Oh, don't worry, he's probably skipped an earlier encounter or two.
Okay, then. Knowing that information, I will walk back to the group and
That's just losing his shit over there. He loves it when I break the fourth wall with NPCs.
Right, so.
Lovey and I.
she went out to the garden.
It's an educated crowd, man. They can,
Apparently she was fleeing.
Yeah. Drawing up her cloak over her eyebrows, saying, "Ye gods, they're on to me," and went out to the north side of the hall, into the hall filled with statues. Don't worry, they won't animate. I was getting bored. And into the garden beyond, prepare spells, most likely.
Jiggers, man. It's the fuzz.
No, wait, she was busy selecting her boss theme music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Steve says, "Hush now, Liam. Just stand there and look pretty." Kane, do you come back to the party and let them in on this?
Yeah, I just said that I did.
Oh, okay, sorry, because I'd love it if you just go it alone. The Pathfinder Society will reward me. Hey, Willems takes it on alone.
Well, if she's gone to the gardens, we should go have a look. Yes.
Why, yes.
And Old Man Arif will start to pick his way through the crowd towards the doors that lead off to the garden.
Follow in suit.
Thank you, Frank. Man of action.
Well, it is, lead with the feeble, I always say. Yes.
Pick him off early. What?
Cannon fodder first.
Yeah.
No, Frank, how big is Arl? Or is he like this small, like almost hobbit size?
How big is Arif, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, stooped with age.
So, am I thinking like Emperor's New Groove, old man?
Well, not that old. But
Okay.
No, that was the guy with the stick and the coupons earlier. That's exactly the
Yeah.
guy. The guy with the coupons of the brothel. I have a coupon. It's Tuesday. It's not
It's a
Thursday. I know that.
it's a green stamp.
Okay. That was good. Frank.
right.
Validating my joke.
You're welcome. So there we are. Okay.
So changing maps. You guys are still in a polished marble floor. But because it's a generic map, I love how muddy and dirty you just said how great the floor shines, and the marble floor they conjure up in this generic map is muddy and crappy looking, which I just think is great. But hey, reusable maps, all right.
But if you subscribe to Premium Plus, you get access to new tile sets.
Yeah. The polished marble floor in this 15-foot wide hallway shines almost like a mirror, except where the mud is. Artful mosaics of Gurundi landmarks line the southern wall, while marble statues of soldiers wearing distinctive splint mail stand proudly in alcoves along the northern wall. The faint scent of clematis. Clematis?
It's flower, Jeff.
Excuse me?
Exactly. I'm going where Frank's going on this.
No, say bless you.
Clematis.
Okay. The fresh scent of Mott's Clamato and the sound of trickling water drip in through the carved stone latticework and wide open archway set in the center of the north. Also, they don't mention windows, but I've lit up the whole map because you guys, where you're standing, there's enough access and windows and light. Even though it's evening, even the garden is lit up. It's a lovely garden.
We can see them.
Lovely garden. What do we do?
Look around with our insightful
Looking around
perception.
where you are, the polished marble shines.
Okay, well, we will move through the hallway, or I will.
If you guys want to make perception
the
checks here,
hallway.
in case you miss something, please go ahead.
Okay. I don't know.
Then roll raw. And have the gods of Galarian have
There it
mercy
is.
on your soul.
24 in perception.
I got a 21.
There's little signs that say out of order.
Into it.
No, I'm just kidding. They all animate an attack. Roll for initiative.
What?
A what now? What?
Snazzy.
Dun dun dun
Dun,
dun 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 dun.
Initiative,
The party.
initiative.
Time.
Dear.
Select your mini. As soon as you guys begin to advance, I'll freeze you in time right where your minis are right now. Hey, stop advancing. Stop it. Get back there. I froze time. Get your ass back there.
The frick is my initiative on this character sheet?
It's at the
right below your
very top.
Really?
to the right of your ability scores. Yeah.
Oh, not the built-in character sheet, but the actual.
Oh, the physical. Yeah.
The metaphysical world.
Old man Arif got a 17. Look at me, I'm spry!
I can do it.
And he bolts through the garden and leaves you guys to fight the stat.
That's
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See
No,
ya.
runs back through the doors and slams them shut behind him.
See
Who are
ya.
you, hippies?
No, I believe you guys were making a perception check to... Because there's no initiative in this. We go off of the last skill used, right? Aha, that's... I remember now, Jared.
I'm like, there is no.
Yeah, that's your whatever your last skill was.
That's right. And yet there's
So
an
if the
initiative
DM
button.
called for perception, then it's perception.
Actually, a player called for perception, and I'm making a stick.
That's fine with me. I got a 24.
21.
So add a turn. Let's add some turns to these. Add some turn. Did I miss anybody? Who's...
Arif.
Okay. Arif, what did you get? 17? Sorry.
17.
Squee. Initiative or perception, whichever you ended up rolling.
5.
Sounds very unhappy about that.
Yeah, he kicked his mic. Boom, boom. Merso.
21.
Kane.
It's 24.
Abdima.
It's already on there, but 24.
Okay. Arls.
21.
All right. On the bad guys, perceived... DM's roll. There it is. 2. Plus 3 is also 5. What's your dexterity, Mr. Squee?
12.
Well, that beats mine. So
Oh,
I'll
wow.
just say these guys go. So,
Jay, what's your dexterity?
16.
I win. 18.
all right. I'll just move you up in the track there.
Mine is 18 as well.
But you're at 21, so there's no conflict here.
Between
Arls.
her and Arls.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I don't beat the rogue for.
One would hope.
Yeah.
25.
One would hope. I really hope. All right. Starting the round, Cabo. Now, those of you that rolled over our initiative, which is 5, and your perception, see that these things suddenly turn, which is everybody. Okay, so even Arls, who's like at the door, can hear the creaking of the stone. Otherwise, I'd have you guys, not met and go, give me a round of you guys proceeding before everybody calls you back, or you know what I mean. But you're well on your way. Corner of your eye, Arif, you see this thing turn 10 feet away from you on your left. Arls is heading the door. You hear everyone's kind of like it's surprise and begin shouting out and scuffle, the scuffle, and draws your attention. You might have to 180 it, but you are. And this is the moment of time that we starting. With the top of the initiative order, who's the best? It would be one of the 20.
The big Kane.
Monsieur Kane,
Yes.
if that is your... not taking any
This time.
right. Monsieur Kane, round 1, what do you do?
Okay.
Abdima, you're on deck.
Casting just a verbal, or like just verbal casting, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Well, you gotta have the feats to actually conduct an attack of opportunity, so you should be good, unless you...
Okay. Then,
So, Kane, you're ready to go. Abdima, you're on deck. Everyone else, mute up. We shall burn through this combat faster than you could say... Well, Sphincter.
wonderful. Alright. One action, I'm going to grow my claws, and then I'm going to whack the one in front of me.
Okay. Now, this hallway says it's 15 feet wide, but it actually stretches left to right width of the garden. So we're looking at a map, which is this giant garden beyond a wall, but they're right at the south end of the map where we're looking at 10, 20, about 120, 125 feet wide, but only 15 feet deep before they hit this row of statues. And there's 5 of them, 3 on the left, 2 on the right, and the center's archway, where we've kind of like marched towards the center, and then there's the line going in. Most of the party spread along the bottom. Kane, on the far right of the map, on the east side, is stepped forward to the, we'll call him animated statue number 5, and grows claws on a kitty corner and takes a whack.
Yep. Whack going out. 22 to hit.
Yes.
3 of these, the first 3 dice are slashing, last one is cold.
Okay.
12 damage.
All right. You find that you do crack and chip, but a rather large part of your attack seems somewhat ineffectual. The hardness of these animated make it hard to and damage them.
Okay. And then,
Anything else?
is there still 5-foot stepping?
I'm looking as
Stride.
yeah. If this thing can't attack of opportunity,
Okay.
take some striding.
Then yes, I will use my last action to close.
Now, does the term stride replace 5-foot step like the guarded step in Starfinder, or do they just call a movement striding around? And because of the attacks of opportunity being practically out the window now, no one cares.
I believe stride is one of the actions you can take. If you take a step, which is the other thing, it's still an action. So most of the time you just go ahead and take your full move action instead of just taking the 5-foot. Because like you said, unless they specifically have the attack of opportunity feat, they really can't do anything against you.
But then again, you can't
Does that
do
make
anything
sense?
against me. Yep.
Okay.
I can see why they did this. Like attack of opportunity, people would move around a lot in sort of combat, but the game with the 5-foot squares and everything, no one ever wanted to provoke. And it kind of seemed a bit meta where you just wouldn't do some daring things that your character would do unless you had the mobility feats. And everyone just kind of ran at each other, stopped, and did that 5-foot back and forth thing. And I think they're trying to eliminate that. I think they're trying to get the game back to let's run around. And anyway, that's Kane done.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
3 actions.
And Avdima, you're up. Maricel, you're on deck. What do you do? Don't be shy. Avdima, last call to unmute
Sorry.
Avdima.
First thing I was going. Sorry, I was muted and then clicked the button and suddenly was muted again. Okay, so Adima will draw his sword and cast. Draw his sword and moving up to this way, casting True Strike as he goes, and take a swing
All right.
at this statue here.
Sorry, ping again?
At
Oh,
this
so
statue
you're on
right
the left side of the group and you're going for the statue number 3.
here. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, and that actually rolls twice for attack because I used True Strike.
That was your spell?
Yes.
So,
Attack roll of 24. Then 10 damage.
all right. Again, chipping of stone, not quite as effectual as you'd like it to be, but, though...
I mean, if it's of any concern, it is magical damage.
Yes, I know.
Cool.
But hardness is hardness. It eliminates that much damage up the front. Unless you have a way of bypassing homages. This is a Damentite, so... Did we remember our little silver pack that the guard gave us? Did we go and buy more? Did we go and buy more of those nifty little packs? No, we did not. The module hinted and shoved it down your throat, but did we learn? No, we just buffed our armor and went to a party. No sympathy for you. Next time, suppose that some NPC handing you a magical toy might foreshadow some... Moving on. Sucks to be you. Maricel, you're on deck. Arls, you're on deck. Maricel's your turn.
Ah! More constructs. More.
Mwaha! It is my turn. Ha! I draw my weapons.
These statues are very rude and uncalled for, but, you know, that's what they're thinking in their head.
And this being the first round of combat, I will move up here.
Yep.
And attack this guy, who I get to treat as being flat-footed, as this is the first round of combat.
Ooh, look at my immunity list. Let's go over it, shall we?
Are you immune to sneak attack?
I'm reading the list now. I'm 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different types of attack I am immune to, but including stun, but not sneak attack. So go nuts.
Ah, yeah! Yay! Haha! And so drawing my weapons, my rapier and my sap. Attack for plus 10. Please hit. 13. Does it hit? Whiff, whiff. And I end my turn.
Arls, you're up. Aerith, you're on deck.
More soulless construct.
Not just constructs. Being an armored man yourself, these statues are actually wearing armor, as stated in the earlier description. You have
But mine is
stone
better.
dudes wearing armor.
It seems redundant. I don't get it. It's like some bad joke. So, in light of said bad joke, I draw my sword and shield and 5, 10, 15, 20 to stand beside Marisol and swing at said golem. Havachi!
Okay. Jared, can you pull me up a list for armor, like its hardness and taking damage?
Yeah. What? Yeah. That's what I was asking you. I was going to ask you about because I wasn't sure what you wanted.
Well, basically, these things have an AC of 20, 16 when
Right.
their armor's broken. They have a hardness, but the armor itself takes full damage. So it's like a temporary armor class. As they whack away, trying to
Right.
hurt
No, that's
it,
what I was
trying to
figure
hurt
out.
it. It's like they have
It
armor,
doesn't
but it's like
specify.
they don't.
Right.
No, but it's in the rule. So I'm looking at the. I'm looking at.
No, I get what you're saying because I was thinking the same thing, and I was trying to figure out what to actually do with that. I'll get back to you in a second.
Now, it talks about the armor not being entirely destroyed because it's part of the creature's construction itself.
It has to take 2 dents, and that much I do remember. It needs
Right.
2 dents before it's actually destroyed.
Before, but it's saying it can't be destroyed, but it can become dented and broken.
Right. So it's
So-
2 dents and then broken
Right.
is what I was.
So
wanting.
I'm assuming if it's probably something like if they beat the hardness, like the 12 damage, or you know what I mean. As long as they're doing more
No.
than the hardness number, the armor is going to start taking.
Should have actually mentioned that. I don't know if you calculated that. I know I didn't roll too great, but the flat-footed AC is what I was attacking.
Well, they're flat-footed until they act, right?
Right.
There is no flat-footed AC though.
No, but
It's
there's
just
touch
and
AC.
Flat-footed is just not knowing about the attack that's coming.
Oh,
out
okay.
of you,
Yeah, well, these
Okay,
which is a -2.
right.
Yeah.
Now these guys are all.
so I didn't hit.
These
for
guys are
sure.
all armor, no dex. So.
Okay.
Even if
I
No, that's a good point. It's a good point.
I
Like I said,
just
we're
wanted to
trying to
specify.
learn the rules, and we're willing to do a little bit of retconning. We kept this encounter in as bored and as fun that we might try to plow through this. We are trying to do it at second edition, and we'll wait till August to see, and when the new rules come out, to see what we might go from there. But for right now, while our intern is no longer making coffee and looking at moving down our list, sorry, Arl's Lula roll.
Yeah, I got a 13.
No,
That
sorry,
doesn't hit.
Aerith. Now we had a little trouble with your spell sheet here. You lost your spells.
Nope, I found him.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Aerith.
So,
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Was Arl's done? You took a whack. You moved.
Well, I'm trying to remember now. So, does drawing take action?
Yep. So is readying your shield.
Okay. Well, you like using your shield, right?
Yeah,
Your
like
shield?
that's what I mean by readying it. If you ready your shield, that means it's ready for combat as opposed to just having it out.
So, moving, drawing, attacking. That's 3 actions, right?
I believe so. Matt, you're muted.
Sorry. Move and draw can be in the same action, so you can move while you're and draw while you're moving,
Right.
But ready-
attack, and
Yeah.
then use your last action to ready your
yeah,
shield
the
for defense.
shield is sort of a secondary action because it's like a secondary arm. So
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm just we're trying to.
now, did
Refresh
you
my own-
did you want to get that shield up? Okay.
Yes.
Well, just say you have a last action. You can ready your shield, which we
And
just
then-
assumed. Okay.
Aha.
Thank you.
Okay.
Aerith.
Okay. So, readying my holy symbol, I will cast a ranged touch attack. And this is Fire Ray. 1 spell point, somatic component, and a verbal. I attempt a ranged touch attack against one target within 60 feet. If I hit it, deals 3d6 plus 4 fire.
I've got your answer when you're ready.
Yep. We'll come back to it.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Spins the chamber. Does a 27 touch.
Yes.
Are they susceptible to fire damage?
Roll some damage and we'll see. And if I
And
tell
we'll
you they catch easily or burn longer than your average bear or armor wearing construct, you'll know. You'll know for sure.
I'll know for sure.
Test
Okay,
your
here we go.
results through theory.
17 points.
Okay.
Outstanding.
He's his own video game encouragement. Every time you say something like that, you sound like, oh, that's excellent.
Aerith holds aloft his holy symbol. Burn, statue. And then
And this
hikes
is,
up his
this is
hikes
a
up his
ray?
skirts and
Okay.
hikes up his skirts and moves to there.
reflects some of the ambient light, like a certain halfling we know with a certain dinner tray, and just right in the face. Okay. And sorry, can you ping the one that you were reflecting upon?
Oh yeah. Hiya, that one.
Okay. Assuming they still kind of have that open square, like the back corner of yours or edge of your square to edge of his, with it, which is clear. So I don't think it really has cover.
Oh no, I shot him from right there.
Okay, so you're all right.
And then moved to there.
And 17.
AC 27 for 17 points of damage.
Bunning. It's being accounted by myself. Moving on to Squee, and then the statues.
Ah, all right. And attack that guy with the big military pick.
So moving up, in place of Aerith, Aerith moved back. Adima's third statue, which is on the left. The party is split into two and is concentrating their attacks on the statues closest to the archway.
A 23.
Oh, so close. Yes.
Yes, yeah. Ready for the big damage.
If you please.
Plus 4. Sorry. So a total of 5.
Okay. Double fisted comes slamming down on that toe, and ting! Nothing.
Yeah.
Not even a dent.
Run away.
Well, you have action left. You move up,
No,
you whack, you gonna get out of there?
Nope, I'm good. I'll whack again.
Okay.
I forgot I can do that. So
Yep, negative.
try again.
Now, are both at -5? Do you have to proclaim?
Nope. It's -5, then -10. So that'd be a big whopping 20 total. Yeah. Let's try this
Just
one.
gets
Let's try this once again.
Yo,
For
a little bit
8.
more.
8.
Does the ding and just a scratch, but technically that counts. That counts as damage.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but
Feel the Reaper. Good.
That's odd. Anything else, sir? You're done? Yes? Speak.
Finished.
Thank you. I can't see you all. Nodding is kind of... The armorware animated. One comes up on Kane, 2 of Dima, and the guy in the back here. Where is... I don't see it. Flies across. Ah, here we are. That's what I thought. 20 feet. He goes 10, 20, 5, 50 as a second, and then moves up and goes right past you. Hello. And is on the way to hit... Hey, I like this no attack of opportunity. Oh,
Yay, attack of opportunity.
From who?
Yay, attack of opportunity from me.
Oh, you have it. You have the feat, do you?
I am a fighter.
I ran by the
fighters.
one guy that has a frickin' feat. Well, that. Go ahead. Do your worst. That's roll 1.
Yay.
No, not yay. Critical fail.
I know.
Oh, yes.
That's my second one.
Critical fail. Critical fail. Oh, I don't even remember the list of options. I get to make up dropping a weapon, striking at this moving stone object. The vibrations, well, it's kind of embarrassing. Dropped it last time. Being a blacksmith's son, you think you'd be used to striking iron. So I'm going to say that you hit it, and coming down on a cleaving, the splint mail, I believe they said they wore, it gets caught in the armor and gets wrestled from your hand, and he drags it over. And there goes your critical fail. Round 2. Kane, you're up. Abdima, you're on deck.
Okay.
Jared, can
Right.
you pull up the critical fail and hit suggestions? I don't feel like being... Kane, what do you do?
Yeah, I can pull up the critical fail and hit suggestions
Thanks.
for what, fists?
No, for swords. Like for just basic
Swords.
attacks.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to swing at this guy 3 times.
I just want to know I'm on par here. Call it.
First one is a 19. Second one is a 23.
Now, is that negative?
-4 actually, due to my claws being.
Yeah, so I see you got like an 8 plus 11 is 19.
Imagine.
Next one.
And then last one's at a +3.
Natural 1. Oh, dig up that list.
Working on
But
it.
the first 2 get to go off. So.
Right, and you do hit him once with the second hit. So
Oh, I don't hit him at a 19.
Nope. Not until you start denting that armor.
All right. Remember, first 3 are slashing, last one cold. So
Oh.
17 damage.
Look at all those 4s. You should be happy. Look at that. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1. It's like max damage.
Indeed.
Indeed. So,
Do
Jared,
you want the
I do.
Pathfinder 1.0 or the 2.0 critical fail?
Well, first I
Because they're
want
completely different things.
first I want the denting rule for the armor for
Okay, dents. If you're doing it, okay, for the statues, it gives the statues a hardness.
Right.
If you're doing if you want to give their armor a hardness, then it would be double what their hardness is. So they would have to bypass that armor with a maximum twice. And then it would be broken, and then they would just have the natural armor of the statues or natural hardness. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay, so I believe your initial damage was what?
Let's go back and look. I think it was 12. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one does not bypass. The second one does. So now this thing is dented, and you got to do it again to get it broken. Some super damage. I take the hardness out of your 17. You still do a very good hit there to reduce its hit point a little bit, and you notice that you are damaging the armor, and that's a good thing.
Okay.
And I will peg the dents left. 2 dents total, and he's got, because it's dent and then broken, right, Jared?
For stone, it's dent, then broken.
It's not stone, it's armor, like actual armor.
Well, then it would just be 1 dent and then broken.
Now, it says it's part of the construct.
That's what I mean. It depends on how you want to
I'm assuming it's, like I said, it says the construct's armor cannot be entirely destroyed since it's part of the creature's construction. So that's stone.
Then they would
armor.
have to dent it twice, and then it would be the lower armor class total. That's how I would do it.
Exactly. Well, I'm not interested in how you would do it. I'm interested in looking up rules for me, and I'll decide. But thank you, Jared. Now,
go make me
that out there.
Just go make me calm.
It's past 9 o'clock. I don't make coffee past 9 o'clock. Sorry, sir. Union rules.
Oh, where did we get you? What do you think? 10. Okay. So Kane, a flurry of slashes, some results that you might want to share, and moving on to Abdima. But before we do, Jared, the 2.0, 1.0 is dead to us tonight. 2.0 critical examples for critical hits and fails.
Well, there's only critical hits for weapons. Critical fails just means you really don't hit anything.
Okay, so what are the
anything special?
They don't
do anything special unless it specifically states for the spell. That's the only time that it would actually affect anything.
Well, there's missing, and then there's like missing beyond 10, which is a critical fail, and they talk about getting,
Well, if you want inventive, then it would just be he would take the damage of his weapon.
Well, that's just me. I'm stripping. Okay, stop exceeding your pay grade and just answer the question. Okay, thank you. So Abdima, it's your turn. You're swordless. What do you do?
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
What does we were talking about stride and step. What's the difference between those two?
Stride is just your basic move action. Step, I'm not sure.
Step is if you're worried that the creature has a reaction ability that they can use against you. If you step, then you don't initiate a reaction. So, like for you, you have attack of opportunity. If he had stepped around you, it would not instigate a reaction, which I believe attack of opportunity is.
Yeah, so it's burning a move action to take that 5-foot step, right? Because the steps have to be 5-foot increments, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. The mechanic sounds very similar. They just worded it differently.
Either way, it is still a move action or an action.
Yes.
Go get it. Okay. In that case, I'm going to do something a little fun.
What's fun?
I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh.
Which does extra damage if I grab something metal, and then go grab my sword.
Okay. So closest thing that's metal to you is squeeze pick.
I'm going to go over here.
Okay. That's not what you said. You said you cast a spell. Grab something metal. Then go get your sword.
Cast my spell and go get my sword.
Okay, I'm confused. Are you stepping first? Or are you casting first?
The order doesn't really matter. I'm casting.
It does. Trust me. It always does. What if I have attack of opportunity against your spell casting?
Then take your attack of opportunity.
I just want to know which one you spill in order of execution.
Okay, fine. I am stepping back.
Yes.
And then I will cast Shocking Grasp.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you will retrieve your sword because that's a move action to pick it up off the ground.
I am casting Shocking Grasp onto my sword, which is connected to the creature.
Oh, it's stuck on the guy. I got you.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That sounds good. Very creative. I like it. Do that.
Okay. I get a +1 circumstance bonus on my attack roll, and this is just a touch attack.
Very cool. And the touch AC is... What'd you get?
I'm not sure. Hold on.
Marcel, you're on deck.
I'm trying to figure out what my bonus to hit for that would be.
Let's keep this rolling. While he's going, Marcel, what do you want to do? Jay, give me that roll and it pops up and the damage.
I'm going to unload full attacks onto Mr. Dude right there. The guy who's right beside me.
Roll, Ricka, roll. Abdima, give me those rolls as soon as... And while these rolls are coming up, and I'll come back to them, move things along even a quicker pace. Arls, what do you wish to do?
I wish to move, just to take a quick little step there to the side.
Okay.
Carry on, lift my shield up again.
Yep.
And make a swing at the one that I was attacking in the first place.
Which was Maricel's opponent or King's?
Yeah, the one that Maricel's on.
Okay, go. Coming all the way back to Jay. Abdima, have you got those rolls up?
I am just finding out the actual additions are.
Okay. Maricel.
First attack was a total of 17. Second attack was a total of 21.
Yes.
Sweet. So I need 2d6 plus 4 damage.
And your third attack of 11 is also a no.
Okay.
Or was that you? Or was it somebody else?
Oops, wrong dice.
20 damage!
So what did I get? 5 and 2 is 7 plus 4, so 11 damage.
Okay. 11 on the fray.
And that's all I got.
I can help with the... Oh, you figured it out. Okay.
Okay, so Jay.
Yes. Touch spell, Shocking Grasp. Attack roll of 26.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then you take...
Feel free, if I suspend you guys in animation, feel free to get all the rolls done and just quickly come back and retcon and go bum 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 bum, re-explaining, you know.
Fair enough. I'd only just come up with this idea.
That's fine. Please come up with the dem. 1 on the D plus 4 is...
So 5 points of damage, and you also take 1d6 points of persistent electricity damage.
Persistent? How so? Is
Persistent.
that because it's persistent in the sword?
No, it's the spell.
Oh, okay. Now, did you say something metal amplifies it?
Yes, that was in my attack roll. It's easier to hit something metal.
Oh, I see. Making it a touch AC from right.
No, it's always a touch attack. It's just easier to touch things that are metal because electricity conducts.
So it gives you what, a +2 or something?
If the
+1.
target is wearing metal armor or is made of metal, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your attack roll when shocking grasping.
Got it. Okay. So Abdima shocks using the sword, using the disadvantage to his advantage. Nicely done. Maricel getting 2 or 1 out of 3 hits, and finally damaging this one hit to Arls. Shield up. Did what?
Moved, swung, and got an attack roll of 27.
Okay, yes, hit.
15 damage.
All right. Hoddiness, you damage the...
Does it have a glowing red spot on it now?
Yeah. Sorry, what was your damage?
My damage was 15.
All right. Marisol, whacked away. Arls, whacked away. Any other actions, Arls? Shield up, 1 whack.
Nope. Yeah, move, shield, and that was all 3.
Arif, you are up. Squee, you're on deck. Arif, what...
All right, since I'm not being currently threatened, I will cast Sanctuary.
Okay.
And let's see what that does.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And while he's looking that up, Squee, what do you want to do?
No, I have it. I was just going to read it to you real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
If a creature attempts to attack me, it needs to make an will save DC 18.
Okay.
Or they cannot attack, and their attack is wasted.
Gotcha. Remind me of that, because the guy is coming right at you, right before you.
Yep.
Like, they got a guy closing, and then all of a sudden he got shocked in the, dare I say it, Matt.
And then, as I do it, I will step forward.
Now, are you supposed to not threaten it?
I didn't read anything where if I threatened or if I attack the creature, it breaks the spell.
As long as you are not threatened or being currently attacked. You said, because that was your leading comment, was like, I'm not being attacked.
Because I'm still in first edition where, if something threatens me, it gets an attack of opportunity and that kind of thing.
Gotcha. So you cast, you step up. What you gonna do? Squee.
I attack.
Please
do. Swing, bada. 24.
Yes, that hits, sir.
No, it hits. That was a second attack.
Bring it in a bit. Less keyboard, more you.
Oh, sorry. Next attack. Oh, that misses.
Okay.
And just trying to do some math here. And third attack.
Now, the dice roller, guys, the generic dice roller remembers your old rolls. So you shouldn't have to reprogram them. If you pull up the dice roll,
I'm putting in my penalties for taking multiple attacks.
Yeah,
Minus
but
five,
if you put them directly in there and then find those last rolls, you should be able to say.
Yeah, that's all right.
It should a wee bit of time. So, Squee, how'd you do? Anything over 20?
Yeah, 1.
And you got?
I'll tell you in a sec. 6.
Ting! Boy, this is not your day.
Nope.
Sorry. Our turn! Ha ha! All right. Starting with the one that is... I've lost my... Starting with the one that is, well, Squeeze Guy. Everybody moved into position, and I did nothing. I completely forgot a round of attack, so you're owed. So what I'm going to have these guys do is I will just have them do 4 instead of their 3, but I will take full penalties for the 4th. So it's sort of a half retcon with a huge... Fair enough? Everyone agree with me? Of course you do. I'm the GM. Right. Moving on. It's sort of an apology, but no. There we go. Stone Fist. So, going around from left to right. Squee.
Yes.
Natural 1.
And so it begins.
You're just been cursing him with goblin luck or something, right?
So its fist falls off, right?
No,
You're attacked by
not by natural weapons.
by the statue's insertive finger.
It rolls low, okay, and it swings low and wide, and its fist hits the wall, and the wall cracks, and its arm gets kind of stuck. So it now must use its second attack to remove its arm, making a successful strength check. Fail. It uses its third attack to try to remove its arm, making a successful strength check. Fail. It decides to swing at you with its other arm at full -4. Like there's 5 and then 10. There's no such thing as like a 4th attack in this game, so I think I'll just take the negative. Like negative 20. So rolling at you with a negative, and I get a 12.
No.
Oh, lucky day.
Yeah.
Now, Edema moved. I had to move my guy a 5-foot step. So there's an action. So that burns, previous, and we're gonna dial it through the numbers again with 3 more attacks. 4 on Edema. 1. I swing wide and impale my arm into the other guy's armor. Well, I get caught. It doesn't hurt it. It's a miss. And I get stuck. So you got this chain of like one guy in the wall and one guy kind of like trying to swing wide, and it's hitting the back of his buddy, and he's just kind of in that robotic twist, out, turn, out. A second failure. These dice are just faster, just very hot. A third attack, again, switching to the other, and just 15, like 13 on Abdema. 13 Abdema? No?
That's a no.
That's a no. Then I have Old Man Aerith in front of me, but you just shocked and actually damaged me very badly. So he turns on Abdema.
Damn it.
And just unloads. Now this is the guy that moved, so he doesn't get that bonus attack. So Abdema. 17 minus 5. 9. And then the last one. So 17?
No.
Oh. So they're just a cluster of a something wiggling around the left side of the room. Let's see if the guys on the right side of the room fare any better. Who is damaging most? Arls or Mary? Who's taking bigger chips out of me anyway? Or are you guys just both kind of like chipping away?
I think I did 11 damage.
Yeah.
I've done 15.
Okay. The damage comparison is very close. It's not like 2 and 20. Basically, we'll just go odd or even. Arls, call it out, buddy. Odd or even?
Odd.
Okay. Matt, roll it. Any dice. Odd is not you.
Any dice.
Yeah, even is you. Odd is just pick a dice and roll it. Because here, network me. Even.
8.
That's a you. I'm going to unload on you. Now, what about spreading out my attacks here, Jared?
What about spreading out your attacks?
Can I like get 2 on one and 1 on the other because they're both adjacent?
Yeah, but you still have to take the minus.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous. What is it? 5 now?
That's fine. So
-5, minus
full
10.
attack, 17 on Maricel.
I attacked the golem and
Oh, that's a complete whiff. In fact, I didn't even move. You missed of your own accord.
Okay.
I use
A simple no would be fine.
No, I like my description better.
Sorry, Arls, am I provoking from you or something? What?
Yes, you are.
What, just by attacking?
My ally.
Oh, do tell. What is this power?
It's retributive attack.
Okay.
You attack an ally who's within reach of me, and you're within reach of me. I get to attack you.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so I do with 17. Apparently, according to some people, I miss. So let's have yours right away.
So I do take a -2 on it, but that makes it a 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So you take 15 damage
Okay.
and are enfeebled.
What is enfeebled?
It's enfeebled
Jared?
1.
It sounds horrible.
Enfeebled 1 just means that whatever the I'll look up what it actually does, but it only lasts for 1 round.
I'm sure he knows. He was in the middle of explaining what happens.
No, I wanted to give Jared the sunlight.
No, I'm in the middle of secretly talking to other players while you're not paying attention.
Very good, sir. Moving on.
He takes a
I'm working against you, sir. I'm
Okay.
working against you.
Well, guess what? I'm immune to enfeeblement, so don't look it up. It's in my immunity list.
But
So,
are
yeah, I
you-
don't have that in front of me, so yeah.
What?
Do you want to know what it actually does?
Nope, not unless it happens. Moving on. Save it for next time. Yes, of course. What would have happened? No, I think we're burning too much time on this. However, I do attack Maris. Actually, no, I go to attack Marisol, I miss. You stick a sword in me, and you do damage.
I do.
For 15, right? So that leaves me with...
He does.
This much damage, and he'll turn my next attack onto the Paladin instead. So now I attack the Paladin. Attack the Paladin again with a 16. Any of those get through? I know you have your shield up. That's good, man.
Any minuses on those?
I've already put them in. See the screen?
Yeah. 18 ties.
Yay!
I'm assuming. I don't know what the shield AC is that I'm supposed to add, but
It's +2.
yeah.
Or,
so
well, it should be +2. There are
I'm thinking
different shields.
Your shield is up. What is your total AC with?
be 18.
Yeah, so damage. Damage. And while I'm rolling damage, feel free to tell us all about it. Don't mind it being squeezed in while I'm looking, elsewhere.
Minus $1 dice.
Physically weakened.
You both talking over each
always
other. What?
includes a value. When you are enfeebled, you take a conditional penalty equal to the enfeebled value on attack rolls, damage rolls, and strength-based checks. That's disgusting in the higher levels.
Nice. I literally just damaged your miniature for 9 points of damage because we're tracking these minis right on screen, so you're good. Don't do it. Did I miss anyone? Oh, yep, down the bottom here. There's a guy whacking away at Kane.
Yes.
Yes.
You're
Any
whacking away.
retribution? I can just swing. Natural one.
Go for it.
God, that's like 3 ones. So
Now you understand,
now there's
GM,
there's-
what your players have been going through on Roll20. Now you understand.
I've said it once. I've said it twice. I think I've said it dozens of times. If you want to roll your real dice at home, feel free, but your camera will shoot your dice tray instead of your pretty faces, so the world can, at least I can see. That is my condition. And since you all would rather look at your mugs than your dice, Roll20 is your other only option. So don't bitch. Right, swinging and a miss, and then ignore that. So I missed horribly.
I mean, we can just take a -5 from that.
What? No, because like I said, I had them stuck. Like it sullies like the next attack. This is usually like a standard. So there's no wall here. So a passing golem with a serving tray that's trying to serve you drinks or whatever, I whack it and get caught up in its tray on a natural one, and I bullet over, and it actually like falls between us and becomes like harrowing, and it actually steps back, foiling its attack, and has to make a dexterity check to keep itself standing, or I get tangled. And this dexterity is at like -2, but no, I'm good. It just kind of does the quick step backwards, and there's difficult terrain in a serving ginger golem, but nothing personal to a fellow. It's all offended that you made it hurt like a civilian's really mad at you now. Round 3, it's Kane's turn. Abdima's on deck. Maricel shall soon follow. Look
Oh, man,
stuff up
isn't that
about your
funny?
attacks in advance. This is the on-deck prep. Look
You
it up
can whisper
now.
to me and ask questions. I'll help you.
As well, yes. Or like when you get the DM's attention, then we can talk about it live. Kane, what do you want to do?
Give me a sec, because I was not planning on you being out of melee distance, and
So-
you getting that,
Move
on
up.
a natural 1 is really funny.
Move up.
You said it's
Yes, but I'm also unable to attack you. That was the folly.
fair enough.
Now, you can't enter with a step, but you can move into as a full action difficult terrain. Stand on the ginger golem, everybody else, it's stand on a ginger.
Okay, so just a regular action, just move in.
It just burns it to move in.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
Okay.
just swing at you.
Now, Jared, is there any penalties for like attacking within difficult terrain? I don't think so. It's just movement burn.
Yeah, it's just movement
And
burn.
whether it's double or not.
Unless it specifically states in the type of terrain it is, like if the natural terrain actually causes damage when they move through it.
Yes. Spoilers.
I'm not hinting at anything or winking at anything.
It's flailing at your ankles.
Okay, 24 on the first hit, 16 on the second.
Okay, yes and a no.
11 damage on the first hit.
Not great, and not more damaging to the armor, but they're getting through, and that. So there we go. Yep. Ow. Anything else?
Move, attack. That's it.
Okay, sir. Abdima, you are up. Maricel, get ready. Look shit up. Talk to Mercer on the down low. Abdima, what do you do?
Okay. Well, quick question for you then. How would I go about pulling my sword back?
Is it an ability? That's what I was getting ready to ask you. Is it a class ability? Or is it a spell? Or what are you trying to do?
I have an option. I'm just wondering if it's better than the basic, I pull my sword out of the thing. What would you require for that?
Stealing an item. It's on its person, and you're trying to steal an item like ye old days. Because I had it entangled in the guy's stuff, which means it's kind of attached now. So at the very least, a strength check as you try to pull it out with a basic personal DC against the golem. At worst, we get into Jarrett looking up a bunch of stealing an item from a person rule. Yeah.
Okay, well,
it's like 25.
I would like to... All I have to be able to do, because I have an ability called Hand of the Apprentice.
Oh, it's also turned around to face you now, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would go with the harder one. I would go with the stealing an item because it's on my back, which is facing air. So what have you got? Hand of the Apprentice?
Yes, Hand of the Apprentice. It's an ability, basically it's a wizard thing, where where basically it's worded that I hurl my melee weapon at the target, making a ranged strike using proficiency. My thought process is if I can grab it, and then fail to throw it, whether the attack succeeds or fails, the weapon returns to my hand.
Okay. The abilities are based on you attacking something, not you screwing up and getting it stuck. So what I want you to do is... That's okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to use this ability and just sort of focus and go, give me a successful attack roll, which obviously isn't going to do anything, but it will focus your ability on the sword as if you'd thrown it, and then I'll let it come back to you with a strength check.
Cool.
Way better than 25.
Yeah, definitely. Okay,
so
then I will do that.
So just do a successful attack. 25 would hit, yep. And then hoping it will return, and you're using the force, trying to get it out of that snowbank. Give me strength check based on your magic. So you'd be adding your ability modifier for your magic, not your strength. So what are you, arcane?
The ability that I'm using, right?
Yeah, like is it intelligence? What?
It does use my, basically you hurl melee weapon, yada yada yada, using your proficiency with the weapon or with spells, whichever's worse. They're the same. Add your spellcasting ability modifier to damage rather than your strength modifier. They're actually also the same. So that damage roll is with that. Did you want me to roll 1d20 plus 4?
It specifically states whether the attack succeeds or fails, the weapon
comes back
flies back to you and returns to your hand.
True, but he didn't attack with it. We're kind of thinking out of the box here where it got stuck on a critical fail. So I want something. So like I said, if this is using magic...
Okay. I get what you're asking.
I appreciate the full description, and even Jarrett cutting in to help me, but really it was a simple question. What does it use? If you're using magic, then you should use your actual magical modifier. I know the spell says your best one out of the two, but you are using magic to try and pull it, so I want the magic one. That has been requested.
Okay. Do you want another attack roll then?
No, you said it comes back to you, right?
Correct.
Right, I want a strength check using the same ability modifier that your arcane runs off of. If you're a cleric, it's wisdom. If you're a arcane, it's either charisma or intelligence generally.
So roll a d20, add your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency in your given field.
For a strength check.
For a strength check, basically.
There's an echoing.
That's what he's asking.
Yes.
Yes.
Common is...
I'm just breaking it down to numbers.
He speaks J better than I do, so I'm just going with it. And I wouldn't have thought of proficiency, so he's giving you an edge there.
It's the same roll. Here's another one. 12 this time.
Not the point, Pamela.
I don't understand why I need it, what's going on here, but yes, that's what I rolled. 12.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of like a caster level check or something like that. That's what it sounds like Jeff's trying to replicate.
Email us at rollmongers.com. A strength check is basically like a 10 or 15 to like something, right?
Okay.
We're using magical
Okay,
I just wanted a different ability. Like very simple process. You guys are complicating a very simple DM request. 12 is success and moving on. Please, God, let us move on.
Like to attack.
Moving on?
Then I would like to attack.
Of course. Because you have a sword.
Yes.
Okay.
2 actions, and that was a magical ability, so my magical weapon trait thing activates.
Which guy?
The guy that I just attacked the last round and grabbed the sword.
The shocking sword guy. Okay.
Yes.
That's between you and Aerith.
30.
Oh, so close. Now that's a critical threat?
That was a natural 20.
Yeah. You got to confirm in this? I can't remember.
No.
No.
Okay. So getting his sword back with a whole bunch of over-explaining. What are we doing with it? We're just damaging? Damaging. Did it automatically
It's base
give you
damage
double?
times 2.
Yeah, it gave you 2d12 already.
Yes. It gave me 2d12, and then it's a crit.
2d12
okay.
is the crit.
No, 2d12 is the base magical damage.
You do 2d12 with this sword when you just whack stuff normally?
What
even
is
without a
your
crit?
sword's
Yeah.
normal damage?
Hang on, Jared.
It's a bastard sword. It's versatile, so 2 hands is 1d12. It's currently also magical, so it's 2d12.
Oh, the magic, it's magically enhanced, and they just
Potency.
give you another dice of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't automatically do roll the crit. That's what the button's for, which gave you a natural 1 in crit damage
And a 2.
and for 7. So a total of 29. Is that what I'm seeing?
That's what you're seeing.
Wonderful. Good hit, Chamberlain. No one's hit me yet. Just
I did.
and no. Oh well, there was the. Well, I don't have any damage off it. What did you do with the shocking grasp?
That was you took 5 persistent electricity damage just this round, actually, by the way.
Yeah, let's go back
But-
to the beginning because
Yeah.
I have all night.
Okay, so the very beginning with my attack I did 5 damage, electricity damage.
Right.
And then at the beginning of the round when you made your attack, you took 1d6 persistent electricity damage, which I rolled earlier was a 5 as well.
Right, which is nothing because I have a hardness of 7. And believe it or not, that trumps, unless it says hardness versus adamity or magic or anything else, straight up hardness trumps everything, including magic. And let's change that in a second.
No, think of it like the old 3.5 damage reduction. The hardness gets removed from the damage before damage is quantified.
Exactly.
Even
But it's 2 different
if
types of energies, right?
No, they're both electricity type.
Oh, so it was 10. All
Yeah,
in one.
they're both-
Was it in a single blow?
Well, the first blow, the blow did 5, and then the persistent did 5.
Yeah,
Right.
if they were separate calculations, then neither of them beat his hardness.
Exactly. Because the sword goes in. No, it was just shocking grasp. What's the second calculation?
System is separate at the beginning of his turn. So at the beginning of his turn, before his attack, it takes persistent damage.
No,
Now, just-
back up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Here's where it gets complicated. Does that stack?
No.
So
no.
does the
Hang-
5
hang on,
damage?
Hang on a
hook-
second, guys, please. Okay. Your attack did 5 points of what? Shocking?
Yes,
Okay.
shocking.
Not 2d5 or two dice, which was a total of 10. You're hitting me with 5 of something.
Oh,
And
it
then another
was-
5 of something. You know what I'm saying?
That was a d12 plus 4.
Right.
The initial damage was d12 plus 4.
Right. Which is you grabbing the sword and shocking me.
Yes.
And what was the second one?
The persistent is 1d6.
Right, which comes after. And
Yeah.
both were totaled 5,
Yes.
which does jack. That's why I have, because you got to beat 7, because they're separate. They're considered like a separate wave of whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, however,
Yeah.
with my total, now we go persistent, which is coming later, because you said you owe me some persistent, which is how much?
That is
Because he does have the ability to beat the hardness, which at this point I think I should reveal to the bleeding out of their ears and eyes audience is 7, which is a 14 to damage the armor.
with
4,
persistent
so
damage.
that does bumpkins.
1d6 all the time, so no,
yeah,
I don't think so.
I'm pretty good with that. But, in a game, I'm supposed to go, oh, yeah, sure, you're doing great. And then the guy, well, is it really damaging? Well, it doesn't seem to from your perception. But at this point, for sake of argument, because people are screaming at the no. However, that 29? Yeah, 29 was awesome. Gives me a dent, which I have yet to explore. And 29 from is really, really low. You hit this thing very badly. Literally looks like in rough shape. As far as a statue that could suddenly look like broken up shit goes. Anything else? Are you done?
No, that is my third action. I am done.
Okay. Marisol,
Full round of attacks onto the same one that I have been attacking.
thank you. Arliss, well, please roll those. Arliss, what do you wish to do?
Go away.
And one more straight up 1d20. So 14, 5, and 15. That didn't work, right? The dice roller lies.
Your second one should be at a +5. Should be 14, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, no. Arls, did you say run away? He's shaking his head no.
Nope. Swing, swing, swing.
Okay, let's have them.
13, 15, 4.
13, 15, 4? Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, no.
Yeah.
Aerith, what do you want to do, buddy? Squee, you're on.
All right. Well, I did look up the spell, and yes, if I do hostile actions, the spell is disrupted. So I will spend a move action to pull out my Wand of Healing.
Yep.
And then I will, for some reason, oh, there we go. I will move over.
Step around.
Nope, no step arounds. I will provoke attacks if they can take them. And I will heal Kane. The die 8+1.
I haven't been touched.
Oh, what's that red 7 in the lower corner there?
Oh, that is how many rounds I've left on my claws.
Arls has taken damage. Notice the health bar that's somewhat diminished.
Well, I can't see any health bars. I just thought he was
Okay, sorry.
taking damage. Okay, so I'll move towards Arls then, and then apply some healing.
All right.
9 points, max healing.
Nice.
I shall make this
Top
health
back
bar
up.
visible. Now can we see it? No?
Nope. And I wasn't trying to meta. I thought he had been hit. So I'd be going towards the one that was squealing. Ah, my arm.
No squealing, but no, that's fine.
My eye. Don't worry.
Considering how badly and how heated this has been getting after like 2 years of us calmly just like, barely ever, even getting heated or whatever, I'm saying that little meta might go a long way today. All right. Aerith, anything else from you, sir?
Nope. I'm done. I've taken some movement and done some healing. I'm good.
All right. Squee.
Yeah.
Bring it home, buddy.
Swing butter, and then run away.
We don't get health bar.
So I know I 22 hits, 19 misses.
Well, now this is that particular creature's second time being
a
hit.
natural one. Yeah.
Scree? Scree?
Yeah.
That is the creature's second time being hit, your first one, so it may have ruined the armor.
Well, he has to do the damage.
I don't do enough damage.
It's
so
not the hitting, it's the damage. They got to do over 14 points of damage.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. At least I roll a.
Oh, what did you got
4.
there?
Oh, I'll tell you for my damage in a sec.
Oh, this guy is hurt really badly. I think maybe I took to the wrong guy.
Well, yeah, I did 17 points of damage to him with a fire ray.
Oh, that was it. Thank you.
6 points of damage, which is nothing.
See how depressing it is when you. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, when you're DM, never reveal the hardness because once they know, they just like, oh. Right. You got to give them that whiff of hope. Anything else there, Squee?
That was it. 3 attacks.
All right. The baddies. In a good position. Aerith ran off. Yeah, I think we're just going to stay kosher with our attack pattern alpha. Only we're going to go really, really quick. You guys ready for this? Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first attacks straight through all the combatants. So here's 1 for Squee. 21. Yes, no.
Yes.
1 for Abdima. 13. Another for Abdima. 50. Oh, yeah, no, it's 1 for Arls. 22. And 1 for Kane. 19.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Who got hit in the first wave?
I did.
Me. Me.
Okay. Squee
Yep.
takes 9 point.
Okay.
Arls takes 10 point. Next round of swings. I did much -5. Okay, take that off your characters, boys. We'll suffer the consequences coming around again. 1 for Squee is 9. 1 for Abdima. Another for Abdima. 5. 1 for Arls. 6. 1 for Kane. 5.
So
Hits across the
fails
board.
are a thing,
Now,
right?
Jared, she is
Yes,
watching this combat, so your most tough, effective-looking combatants right now are Arls and Abdima. They seem to be doing the most. Would probably be targets, unless these guys, or even Aerith with that big casting of the big streaking ray nuking one of your toys.
Right.
I would have to say that those 3 are like at the top of your list with Squee, and they're like lower down. But that could change. Sorry, what were you saying? I was talking over something.
So critical fails are less than 10, correct? Or are more than 10? Under?
Think of it as 10, yeah.
Yeah. So you critical failed both times on my on attacking me.
Cool. Get back to that.
You critical failed on me on the second one.
Okay, so to make this easy, obviously those are not like the third rounds are going to be ineffectual. So there would be no round 3 on either one for Abdima, no round 3 on Kane, just leaving me that last crap. Something. Actually, you know what? I'll even be so nice as to say that 2 and Abdima, they both hit each other, and well, I guess a 1 isn't enough. Sorry, Squee 17.
Yep.
And Arls 10.
Negatory.
1 last squeal from Squee. for 7 points minimum damage. Okay. Now, I am going to damage Golem 1 for 13. Not quite enough for a dent. Golem 2 for 10. Not enough for a dent. They struck each other. I was going to try and do something nice where they each other's armor their edema, if the damage was that 14. And as for Kane, well, like I said, ineffectual. And round 4. We will see you next time with happier thoughts.